Okay, thank you Matthew for joining us this morning. Let me just say a few words really about the Responsible Business Standard and why I got involved in that. I started my business about 12 years ago, really because I wanted to have the opportunity to work with small businesses and with small community organisations, which I couldn't do working for a large corporate consultancy firm. So I set the business up with that desire and really having a very strong sense of my own values and what mattered to me. And that really came from, a bit like Matthew, from my own experiences as a kid. It was getting me to think about what's right and what's wrong in running a business, and really started me thinking about my own standards and my own values and my own ethics. So when I came across the Organisation for Responsible Businesses and the Responsible Business Standard, I was really excited to work with that because it really kind of echoed the things that I was thinking about. I became a qualified auditor for the standard last year, but took the decision that actually I wanted to go through the experience myself for my own business before I felt qualified, if you like, to go out and talk to other businesses about it. So hence why I went through that experience myself. I'd like to thank Jill Poet at the Organisation for Responsible Businesses for her support through that process, and James Davey, who was my auditor and made the whole experience relatively painless, so thank you very much for that. And I'm going to pass over now to Jill to start with. So Jill, can I pass over to you to say a few words about the organisation?
Really pleased to be here today and to see Jaquie get her certificate because Jaquie absolutely epitomises what the standard is all about. We developed that because there was nothing in the marketplace for small businesses that was appropriate for them, that covered that agenda. Who here, hands up, has heard the term corporate social responsibility? Quite a few of you actually, but a lot of small businesses actually haven't. And that's not surprising because corporate is about corporates. But it's being socially and environmentally responsible. We call it responsible business. But actually, being responsible is also about running an efficient business as well. If you run a business, you do actually need to make a profit. So none of this is about being soft and fluffy. It's about core business values, but also being efficient, how you run your business as well. And we designed it so that it's suitable for the smallest business. We work to a system that we call ASTI, which is appropriate to the size, type and impact of the business. And I get a lot of people saying to me, a lot of small businesses, when I start talking about this agenda, they will say, oh, I'm too small to make a difference. I'm too small to think about that stuff. We've got 4 million small businesses in this country. If every small business does something, it will make a huge difference. So no one is ever too small. Jaquie went through this audit, and although it was painless because actually she'd got everything in place. It was a very robust audit, and James will tell you. But it's not just about systems and bits of paper. It's about this heart and these values and doing stuff in the community. Now, if you're a tiny business, we don't expect you to be putting hundreds and thousands of pounds out and being out there every day doing lots of stuff. You've got to run your business. Everyone can do something. And that might be volunteering, it might be fundraising, it might be taking on apprentices, all sorts of bits and pieces. So the fact that Jaquie's gone through that as a small business, and she actually scored gold in every single area. She didn't just pass, but she passed with absolute flying colours. It's absolutely great. One of the other big advantages, there's a workbook over there, so please do have a flick through so you can see the stuff that we can include. But one of the big advantages for the standard is if you are trying to win public or private sector contracts, you have to market yourself. You have to be better than everyone else. They might ask you for ISOs, but if you haven't got that, and you've got that, or you've got an ISO and that sits beside it, that will help. Your consumers, if you sell to the consumer, they increasingly want to know that the companies that they are dealing with are socially and environmentally responsible. They might not ask you, but if you can tell them, if you can put that through as a competitive advantage. So if they're looking at A and B and all else is pretty similar, and you can say, yes, but I do stuff in the community, I reduce my environmental impact, you know, I'm very ethical. If you can actually demonstrate that, then clearly that's competitive advantage. So it's about doing good, but we always say doing good is good for business. So well done, Jaquie. I'm absolutely delighted. And as she said, now she's gone through the process herself. She's raring to go to do some audits. So, you know, do have a chat with her.
Thank you, Jill.